What's poppin', guys? Welcome to Subsorc EP.6. As you can see, we gotta ask AIDS about Subsorc. It's been a while since we did the Subsorc series, so let's just jump right into it and get this episode underway.
You're Lord Fear's newest steward, huh? Can we talk later? If I don't finish this lamp inventory, Gascon will feed me to the fabricants.
What's a lamp inventory?
Yeah, Gascon must know how much I love doing paperwork. A few days ago, Subsorc ordered us to rip out all the lamps in here and replace them with less efficient ones. What kind of sense does that make? Who wants weaker lamps?
What are you doing with the old lamps?
A bunch of factotums loaded them onto a dolly and dumped them somewhere in the mechanical fundament. Hey, I know that look. If you're looking to poach a free lamp, don't bother. Gascon made us slag them all. And that's not even the worst part.
So what is the worst part?
Half the old switches don't work with the new lamp, so we've had to manufacture new switches, and half the time the switches get installed backwards, which means we have to do it all over again. Even the factotums don't know what they're doing.
It does sound frustrating, but
And don't even get me started on the lamp assembly. Subsorc could have turned the fabricators to make the new lamps with a flick of his finger, but he demanded that we do it instead.
You just gonna cut
Do
me
you
off?
have any idea how complex the fabricators are?
I don't. But I gotta go. I got some shit to do, so GG. Though shit, somebody bodied them.
So you're the one Devaith tapped to be his aide in the Brass Fortress. Sorry to hear that. Provost Varuni's ancestors hail from House Telvanni, just like Lord Fear. But honestly, they couldn't be more different.
That's cool, but what's it like working for a provost?
Not as bad as you might expect. She's young, youth comes with impatience, but I've never felt unfairly judged, and she's generous with her praise.
Cool.
Honestly, if I had the choice between serving Varuni or Subsorc, I'd take Varuni every time. Damn,
so Sota is so difficult to work for?
Now more than ever. I don't pretend to understand his motives, but he's never been so demanding. One example? He insists that we turn all the lights down before he enters a room. Do you have any idea how difficult that is? It's maddening.
I mean, is it really difficult to dim lights? I mean, I don't understand.
Huh, flipping switches. That's rich. Each lamp has its own switch, and some lamps have multiple switches. And if that isn't bad enough, some switches control multiple lamps. He's a god, I know, but it shouldn't take a genius to turn on the lights.
Okay.
Don't even get me started. Varuni might demand some obscure tome in the middle of the night or chide someone for leaving oil on the floor, but that's the worst of it. Subsorc exiled an auxiliary last week because she forgot to switch off a lamp.
Nice. That's petty, but that's petty. Oh, good looking for letting me know. I got some things to do.
Right, don't let me keep you. I can't imagine how demanding Devaith Fear must be. Better you than me, that's for sure. Keep your nose to the cogs and you'll be fine. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to flip 24 switches again.
GG. Why you hiding?
So you're Devaith Fear's new auxiliary, eh? Tough luck, friend. I've heard he's an insufferable bastard, but at least he's not Subsorc. Better to be turned into a guar than to serve the Clockwork God.
That's harsh.
Not anymore. In the old days, sure. He was easy to please because he was never around. These days, he changes his mind about something every night. Constant meetings, new dictums daily, adjustments to factotum patrols. It's a nightmare.
He probably has always been this way. Like, are you sure he's changed? You say he was never around.
Trust me, this is unprecedented. I'm afraid something's wrong with his enhancements. Like he's having trouble regulating. He's a different person, I swear. Don't tell anyone I said this, especially Gascon. Blasphemy doesn't go over well nowadays.
What do you mean, blasphemy?
Yes, speaking ill of a god never turns out well. In the old days, he'd take it in stride. Commit your small blasphemies, he'd say. The fire of doubt turns ignorance to steam, but not anymore. This place is becoming more like Mournhold every day.
Well, I'm from the Ebonheart Pact, and Mournhold is the capital, so that's fine with me, but in your case, I'm sorry to hear that, but let me push on.
Right. I'm sure you have plenty of work to do for Lord Fear. He's back a few days and already burying you in paperwork, no doubt. Take care of yourself, friend.
GG. Alright. Let's go talk to the Vate. Oh, there you go. What the hell are you doing?
Were you treated well by the menials? I assume they battered you with complaints. What have you learned?
Sotha's been definitely behaving strangely. He made lots of odd demands.
Yes, well, I could have told you that. That's why I sent you here after all. What kinds of demands? Be specific.
He makes servants darken rooms before he enters, and demanded that some lamps be replaced.
The lamps in the locutorium, yes? The large assembly room over there? The auxiliaries and factotums have been laboring in there day and night ever since we arrived. Curious. What could lights have to do with this? Well, there's only one way to find out.
Would you want to do? Expose him to light, or talk to me?
Impressive. I assumed I'd have to explain it to you. Of course, this requires a functional lamp. I assume he ordered them destroyed. Speak to that high elf of yours, Neramo. The dark elf as well. We need one of these lamps repaired and operable.
Got you. Ramo.
I hope to see you again, Assistant. Pray tell, what did Devaith Fear have to say? I fear that he and I might have gotten off to a poor start. Did he ask about me? Any mention of my many exploits?
Listen, get your head out your ass, dummy. He just wanted to talk with you and Raynor about help with an important task.
Raynor? Surely this is something I can handle myself. Impressing Devaith Fear could greatly increase my standing in the Dwemer scholarly community. Tell me, what does Lord Fear ask of me? Us?
He wants us to build a lamp. One that's identical to the lamps removed from the Liquori.
He just wants us to build a lamp? What an odd request. No matter. I would be happy to offer my ample expertise, provided you let Devaith Fear know that I did so. First things first. I need to study one of the lamps we're supposed to recreate.
Alright. Someone told me that they were tossed into the fundament. So, let's head over there and look over there. Okay, let's go.
Some kind of tubular housing. Probably
Hey
meant to
Fabian,
protect the glass
C27, I know
interior.
that guy.
Difficult to say.
Trying to get some lightning dropped on your head. Stop fun.
A complex filament of some kind. The weaving on this fiber, it must be machine made. I should be taking notes.
Okay, so take your notes too. Ain't nobody stopping you, bro.
Some kind of compressor. For funneling a gas, perhaps? Interesting.
Alright, I don't care how you make it. Just make it.
Look at the apertures on this. It must be some kind of modulator that changes the nature of the light. Compressors, filaments, housings, modulators. Yes! I think I understand what these discarded lights have in common.
I'm not really interested, but I can see that you want to tell me, so go ahead, I'm listening.
Unlike the other lamps, these compress some kind of geodic gas into metal tubes, then modulate the light to create another kind of illumination that mortal eyes cannot see. Invisible light! Remarkable! The potential applications are limitless.
Can you recreate one or not?
Yes. With Rayna's assistance, I believe we can recreate this lamp without much difficulty. Of course, you'll need to procure the requisite parts. These are all broken beyond repair. What do you plan to do with this light, exactly?
You're asking a lot of questions. But I tell you, because you helped me in the past. I'm planning to use it on Subsorc. I'm not sure what will happen.
You plan to do what? Oh dear. Well, this seems like a terrible idea. But I shall rely upon you and Lord Fear to protect me.
That's why I wanted to tell you.
Here's a
Pussy.
list of the components I'll need. Once you've acquired them, meet me in the Hall of Refined Techniques. Good luck.
You too, puss. GG.
Rotation initialized.
Oh, come on. I'm thirsty. Excellent. Okay. Drop this on your head top. Alright, so we got, we gotta get one more. Nice. Get ourselves a little upgrade. Yeah, we're not gonna waste no time. Okay. That was easy. That's it. Let's get that. Alright, so you guys wouldn't even believe how long it took me to get the damn, like, get from where I got that sky shot. Like, look at my damn, look at my brochure, it's gone. It's gone. It took me like 20 minutes to get from there. Like, I kept getting lost in this shit. We good now. We gotta go get that lamp too, and we'll be good to go. Right. Haliba.
Now there's the look of someone on the hunt for something specific. You've come to the right place, friend. I've got a bit of everything. What can I get you?
Do you have any lamp tubes like the one in the aquarium?
As a matter of fact, I acquired some of those just a few days ago. Apparently, someone's tossing out the old lighting to make way for the new. They're not easy to come by anymore, though. What's your offer?
Hold this down right here.
It's a bit less than I'd prefer, but if that's all you can afford, I'm a reasonable woman. We'll consider this a down payment on future business. Come see me again sometime, all right?
Much appreciated. Alright, let's go talk to Naramo. Naramo. Where you at, bloody? You're in the transmute station. Where they house the transmute station.
Ah, you've returned. Excellent. Raynor and I have cobbled together a serviceable frame for the lamp. All we need now are the components I sent you to acquire. Were you successful?
Of course I was. You know I was. Don't front on me.
Wonderful! I'm confident this lamp will conform to the exact specifications of the lamps they removed, provided Raynor didn't make any miscalculations. So, would this be the time to inform Devaith Fear of our success? Or mine, specifically?
You type annoying me riding dick like that, bro. Good job. But I'll let him know we'll be good to go in a couple minutes, man.
Excellent, excellent! No need to return here, of course. Kirith should be back straight away, and I'll have her run the completed lamp over to the locutorium as soon as it's ready. See you soon, assistant.
Watch your mouth, bro. Real shit.
What?
Right. Debate. Where you at? This place is quite active. It's quite an active city, unlike Cold Harbor. Oh, you're in the cut again. You're a creep.
Ah, I was beginning to worry. Not about you, of course. These apostles have been circling me like cliff racers. Looking for an autograph, no doubt. So tiresome. I take it you were successful in learning about these lights and constructing a new one?
Yeah, of course. Naramo Reino constructed a working lamp. Curious will deliver it in a couple minutes.
Well done. I assume you discovered the special property of these lamps. Why does my dear friend Seal go to such lengths to avoid them?
Well, Naramo believes they emit some kind of invisible light.
Invisible light? Fascinating. To help with factotum navigation, perhaps? Huh. No matter. Further inquiry must wait. Now is the time for action. I will request a congressional assembly. Plant your lamp on the balcony above, then return to me.
Gotcha.
Did you say something about putting the lamp on the balcony? We might have a problem.
What's up?
Raynor and that annoying high elf finished your lamp, but there's a problem. On the way here, I overheard an aide complaining about some new security measures Sotha Seal put in place. Looks like the balcony is under heavy guard now.
That's cool. I'll sneak past the guards. Get the lamp into position, no problem.
Looks that way, unless you want blood on your hands, of course. But that might complicate our sponsorship a smidge, yeah? Just be quick and quiet, like me. You'll be fine. Here's the lamp, good luck.
GG. Alright, that was so easy. GG pussies.
Apologies, but I am currently engaged in a task.
Right, boss.
I convinced Sotha Seal that the Congress requires yet another lecture on the sanctity of clockwork automata. He eagerly agreed. Seemed almost giddy about it. It was unsettling. Is all in readiness?
You bet. I place a lamp. Everything is good to go.
Good. Seal's lecture should begin any moment now. Stand ready to activate the lamp. I'm reasonably certain that something will happen, but the specifics elude me. I guess this is what uncertainty feels like. What a novel change of pace.
Right, let's go activate the lamp. Dossier.
What's happening?
After him! Someone seize that imposter!
See you again.
I am the Clockwork God. Kneel before me.
You on that? Yeah. Yeah.
I will return.
Nah, you won't. So it seems that he was a shadow figure. Maybe we ran into one of those shadows earlier.
I haven't the time to discuss this, Varuni. Wittingly or unwittingly, Lord Set no longer serves the people of Clockwork City. Now, if you will excuse me.
Gascon, where are you going? When news of this gets out, we need to issue a statement or at least gather the Congress for an emergency session.
I have urgent matters to attend to. Make whatever statement you like. I will return soon.
Dickhead in the dress.
Well, that was enlightening. To think I've been speaking to Sotha Sil's shadow all this time. It seems so lifelike. Far more advanced than my own, I'm sorry to say. Fascinating. It really is too bad we'll all be dead soon.
The fuck you mean we'll be dead? What you talking about, bro?
Well, I don't mean to alarm you, but I will be frank. If an imposter sits upon the throne aligned and learns how to wield the power of this place, a cataclysm will follow. We may yet discover a way to avert this disaster, but the chances are slim.
Alright, so what do we do?
Stay with Varuni. With Sotha Sil exposed as an imposter, the Congress will fall into turmoil. In such chaos, dark truths always float to the surface. Pray they do so quickly. I have other inquiries to make. Stay vigilant. We will meet again soon.
Alright, take care of yourself. GG, bro.
My dear Lord Set, what happened to you? I can scarcely believe what we just witnessed. How could this happen? How could a shadow masquerade as Lord Set? The Father of Mysteries would never let such a thing happen. There must be another explanation.
The Vaith knew something was wrong with Sotha Sil. We just had to determine the cause.
Fear, of course. Always the iconoclast. I'll bet he's snickering at us even now. It doesn't matter. I appreciate your diligence. This has been a profoundly upsetting ordeal.
I can
But we
imagine.
must move forward. We must find the real Lord Set.
Seems like the Chancellor has worries of his own.
Yes. He was acting strangely, wasn't he? He always chafed under Lord Set's rule. Now he finally has a pretext to seize control, and he slinks away like a broken basilisk. Curious. Too curious.
What you suggest we do? I'll take him out if you want. No problem.
The real Lord Set will aid us eventually, I know it. In the meantime, we must do for ourselves. Thank you for everything you've done. It appears we'll have to do a lot more before this is through.
Right. GG.
Classic Gascon. Fleeing to his chambers when things go poorly. I'm sure that news of Lord Set's condition has already made it to the streets. We have to move quickly to prevent a panic.
Alright, what can I do?
Try to talk to Gascon. He clearly doesn't care what I have to say, but he might listen to an exodromo. You remain, a novelty. No offense. We can't assemble the Congress without the Chancellor.
No problem. I'll find him. Got any idea where I should look?
Check his rectory in the west wing of the Basilica.
His rectum.
He hides in there sometimes to nurse a bruised ego or write passive-aggressive memoranda.
GG.
I'll try to settle the Apostle's nerves. Honestly, my nerves could use some settling.
Alright, I'll check Gascon's rectory. Ayo.
Don't let Gascon wriggle out of this. He has a duty and an obligation, as do I.
You good though?
What? Yes. Yes, I'll be fine. This makes no sense.
What make no sense? Stop talking in riddles and fucking quarter sentences. Speak your mind.
I don't understand how a shadow could take Lord Set's place. Maybe this is some sort of test. But why test us? The Clockwork Apostles haven't strayed. We build and pray and experiment just as the holy texts dictate.
You don't think it's possible that Subsorc could be compromised?
Compromised? You make it sound as if Lord Set suffers some kind of defect, like a crimped duct or a stripped bolt or something. We're talking about a divine being. Gods can't be compromised. They exist without flaws. Right?
In my experience, it's not that simple.
Do you know what the sermons say? Complexity belies the truth. The world rests on simple principles. Set is the truth and the light. Understand the simple, and you understand the obscure. I do appreciate your candor. Let's pick this up again later.
GG. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in to episode 6. Quick rundown. We learned that Subsorc was an imposter. Well, at least, you know, this version of him was an imposter. And we did get to level 50 on the destruction staff, and now we have Elemental Storm Ultimate. So we're on our way. We're on our way to being PvP ready. Alright, again, thanks for tuning in to episode 6, and I'll see you guys on episode 7. Subsorc out. Hey guys, if you'd like to see your name in the credits on any upcoming series and videos, all you have to do is go to my Patreon page and become a sponsor. Grip up.